Man, it's Twilight Zone time in sports, I'm telling you. Maybe Don Unamba can make sense of it. Let's bring in the president, former Saskatchewan Rough Rider, Edmonton Eskimo, now Ottawa Red Black, and fan control football coach. How you doing, Don?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Good. People are fired up today. It's over a few things in Canada. One, this officiating thing. And now, if you don't mind me asking, the latest that the CFL players are being asked to take a 20% pay cut if there are no fans at the start of this season. What are you and your fellows saying about this?
I just got the news about it and just started hearing about it, so I haven't had a chance to talk to anyone about it. I've been sitting here thinking about it myself, and I wouldn't think that it would be a good idea. A lot of players lost a lot of money last year and coming to this year with new contracts and stuff. So another cut would be devastating to a lot of players and their families.
So, yeah, there's your thoughts right there. There's a quote. So are you just kind of going to sift into this and figure it out a little bit before you make a plan for 2021, I guess? Like you're kind of saying you don't know enough about it just yet?
Yeah, I don't know enough about it just yet to, make comments, about it. But I'm definitely going to look into it after this and see what's going on more in depth.
Okay. Well, I hope for the best for you, and I hope to see you on the field. I hope to see all the CFLers on the field here in 2021. But listen, as you know, this isn't why we brought you on. The Fan Control Football League had its People's Championship the other night. You got through the season, Don. Yeah, so thanks to you for cluing us in that this was going down, and then I fell headfirst in it. I loved Fan Control Football. You're a coach.
Yeah.
Tell us how it went.
It was exciting. It was different. You got to see a real life video game, and I got the inside scoop on a lot of stuff.
Well, take us from opening training camp, how you got involved, because I don't even think we had you on. We had Patrick D as one of the co-founders, and just how it went, because I think we're all very curious.
All right. Well, I actually got involved because a lot of people don't know this, but 4 years ago, I actually was a part of this league that tried to do this. We was in the IFL with the Screaming Eagles, and it was fan control with the fans actually calling the plays. So with everything, with the downtime that I had, with everything being canceled in the CFL, I stayed in contact with Ray Austin, the commissioner with the Fan Control Football League, and we talked about different things. And with our season going on, and I thought it would be a good opportunity for me to come in and do some coaching. So if I want to do it further on in my career, that I have that coaching experience there. So, we had a couple of talks, and he actually got me hired on as one of the defensive backs coaches with the league. And I got the phone call one day to come in, and it found out that we was going to be in a bubble in Atlanta, Georgia, where we actually came in, had to take past 3 negative COVID tests in the bubble before you was able to get out, get with the teams and practice. And all players, staff, and everyone in the bubble had to do that.
And keep going. So then you got through that. You passed all your tests, and you started playing. Yeah, go ahead.
So, then we started playing. Training camp went for a couple weeks, made a couple cuts here and there, a couple adjustments. And then we got rolling right into the games. It was 4 teams, the Wild Aces, the Zappers, the Beasts, and the Glacier Boys. And then, we had, unique rules, starting with the coin toss. We had the paper, scissors, rock instead of the usual coin flip. We had, obviously the fans calling the plays. We had one-on-ones instead of field goals. We had, for pat attempts, we had one-on-ones, receivers versus D-back. We had a draft every Wednesday where you actually drafted new players every week. So if a player had a really good game in the first week and you wanted him in his team, then a lot of the fans would make sure that they drafted that player to their team. Following a draft, we also had a one-on-one skills competition where players got a chance to win for their team different power-ups, where you would use those in the games to kind of bring the video aspect of it. Something that we had in the game was like for a defense, they was offensive power-ups. You could take a player off the field and play with, so it was 7-on-7. So you literally had opportunity where you could take a player off of defense and play 6-on-7 until that offense got a first down, and then they bring that player back. We had another power-up with a 5th down. So if you didn't get a first down on 4th down, use your power-up as the fans, and you would get one more opportunity to get that first down or the 5th down play. And also another one on defense. Yeah, it was a lot, man. And another one on defense was if you lost in the pad attempt, let's say that defensive back lost, you could throw your flag and use another attempt to where he could go again and give a chance, give that team another chance to defend it and stop the extra point attempt.
It was unbelievable.
So it was a lot going on.
Yeah, and because of you.
Yeah, it was exciting. Right?
Because of you and Khalil Carter, who I talked to, Coach Carter, and, of course, John Jenkins, I watched every week. And I saw the viewership climb. Every single week the viewership went up, so people were loving what you were doing. But, Don, you have to admit, people said to me, Rod, how would you describe it? Like, not everybody has Twitch. I said it's like Arena Football League meets WWE.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I think that's what they wanted to do, though. I don't think they was trying to have the same game as Arena. They wasn't trying to be NFL nor compete with NFL. They wasn't trying to be CFL. They actually were their own thing, and I got it. It was an entertainment industry, and that's what they got.
They did, and I also watched the games where they brought Joe Montana in to do color, and Marshawn Lynch is an owner, but he threatened to play one night. He never actually saw the field, though, did he? Like, he tried to put his gear on, but they wouldn't let him. What happened with Marshawn Lynch?
He actually came. He did a bunch of commentary stuff and was clowning. Right before the game, he put his pads on and wanted to play. And I think he got into it with one of the players. It was a friendly battle. They was talking, but I don't know what actually ended up happening, why he didn't end up playing. But I know at the end he was just he was going to let the young guys get their reps because there's only so many reps you could get in the time frame that we had in the game. So he just let them do their thing. But it would have been cool to actually see him go out there and run the ball a couple of times.
Maybe next year. So, Don, we got some viewer comments here. Well, for one, Nick Lewis is watching. Is your nickname the Mule?
Okay. No, it's not the Mule. I'm the president.
That's what I thought.
No, but he went to. No, Nick Lewis went to. He went to Southern Arkansas. We went to the same college, so that's kind of our hashtag at the school. The Mule. We the Mule Riders.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, there you go. So now
he's just showing love. He's showing love.
Thick Nick's watching. There you go. Jamie Neugebauer says, so much to keep track of. One of our viewers, Nugsy. If you watch it, it makes sense. To hear it, if you were to read the rules, you'd get a headache. But to go out and play it, it actually isn't that wild. Jason in Red Deer says, WTF? This fan-controlled stuff sounds amazing. It is amazing. I was trying to tell people for weeks. Now it's over for the year, by the way, people. They already had the championship, the People's Championship. Chris Bird in Toronto says, I didn't watch any games. Do the fans get to make any on-field calls? Chris, they get to make all of them. And, Don, I got to tell you, that's the only problem I had. There was like a minute between plays. They never figured out how to get the plays in quicker.
And, this was the inaugural season, so I'm sure they're going to try to, fix it to where it's, it's better, ran better, and we can get those plays out faster. I mean, obviously you're going to have some kinks anytime you do something for the first time. So, I mean, it was good for the first time, so hopefully they get that better. It was
all great. I just figured from week 1 to week 4 or 5, they would have figured out a way in this technological world. But hey, listen, I'm in. I'm hooked. You said it yourself. It's about entertainment. The football was pretty good. But I got to ask you, what was it like with Johnny Manziel, and then in the late stages, Josh Gordon playing? What were they like to deal with? How much did it help the league in your mind?
That was cool, man. I mean, Johnny came in, really positive, giving energy to those guys. A lot of those guys, some of them had no pro experience. Some maybe had very little. So for a guy to come in like Johnny was, it was a good feeling for those guys. They got to play with, probably one of their, super fan, being a super fan or something like that. And, he came in very positive and knowing that he was going to bring, more eyes to the Fan Control Football League, and he did exactly that. Later on, adding Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon also came in very humble, wanted to have fun and just play football. I talked to Johnny when he first got there, and that was his thing. He was like, he just got to play football like he was a little kid again. It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about the media. He just wanted to have fun. He was at home in, I think, Phoenix, Arizona, as he said, and he just came out having fun with the guys and, doing what he loved.
Did you have fun, Don?
Yeah, I did have fun, man. Like I said, I was at home just training and chilling out in Dallas. So to actually get around football again, even though I wasn't playing, and give advice to those young guys and, give them knowledge of the game. Especially being out actually, when I seen those kids, I was one of them before. And down that path, down my road in my career, actually being there and then being where I'm at now and excelling in the CFL was a good experience. And those guys looked up to me. They listened. They showed me nothing to respect when I actually was coaching my peers. So it was an experience.
Good for you. Well, that's the thing with Drew Tate. I mean, he's going to coach forever, and probably you will too when you're done playing. And hopefully that's not for a while. But the players in the Fan Control Football League did look very young. They were very fresh. Very similar, I thought, to the Spring League. Was it a lot of the same players?
Mm-hmm. I think we did have some players from the Spring League in there. So it was a mixture from all over the place. There's guys who's fresh out of college that was there. There's guys that's draft eligible there, just coming to get some film, keeping our name out there, that missed pro days. You know, we didn't have the combine this year. They're not having it. So it was guys actually, you know, really trying to get some looks and keeping things on their mind with this COVID going on.
John,
so there were some young guys out there.
Sorry, Don. John O'Flynn in North Vancouver says, fan-controlled football, what a journey. Coach Unamba was a great presence. Super experience for the fan. A lot of questions are coming in, Don. I'm just going to give you one more, then I have one last one. From Noogsy, he said, was it frustrating as a defensive guy at all with a game that is tinkered to be pretty geared towards offense? How did you notice that?
Oh, man. That's funny that he noticed that. But, yeah, it definitely was frustrating at times. A lot of times, actually, it was handicapped a little bit. But, man, we just have to make adjustments, man. If you play defense and you know anything about defense, you have to make adjustments and make plays and find ways to make plays. So we adjusted. A lot of guys out there made plays defensively on the D-line, linebackers, and our defensive back. So it was fun.
From a player watching, Gennaro Alfonson says, greetings, my bro, Don. Just passing that along from Gennaro. And I got to ask
What's up, my guy?
There you go. I got to ask you how much you were around John Jenkins. And for those that don't know, the older folks watching will know, if I say Porter Wagner, then I don't know if that means anything to you. He's an old country star back in the day from the United States, Don. He had the blonde wig on. Fans voted every week for what kind of pants he would wear. He had an American flag pants. He had like Zubaz leopard print pants. This guy is a football savant now. You know that. He knows the game.
Yeah.
What did you think of Coach John Jenkins?
Coach Jenkins was entertainment, man. He was everything that you say. He was must-see TV, man. I enjoyed the outfits as well as everyone else did. Man.
Okay, good. Well, I got stories. This wouldn't surprise you. There was one coach, he had a room with Jenkins on the road in the CFL, and he said he got to the room, opened it. Jenkins jumped out of bed. All he's wearing was his cowboy boots, watching TV.
Man, watch out.
You can see that.
I would believe it. I could see it, man. He's a character. It was something. He kept it fun, though, man. And Fan Control Football League and everything they did done, and with the entertainment aspect behind it, John Jenkins was the perfect guy for this job. He kept it fun. He'll do something new every single day. If you spoke to him, he always would keep a laugh or smile on your face.
And he taught the game well. I saw the behind-the-scenes video of you guys' meetings. That was the thing. You know, kids were soaking up what he was saying. Well, Don, I appreciate you telling us that you were involved, got me involved in the Fan Controlled League, and I love it. I just want to say all the best. And what's next for you? Just waiting for news on training camp?
Yeah, right now I'm just, going to get back to Dallas, get back to training, doing my thing. I try to stay away from all the social media stuff as far as the season going, because, it's so much from two different perspectives. Like, one is like we're having a season. The other side of it is no way we're having a season. So I focus on the moto, control what you can control, man. So I'm just going to wait, see what happens, and just be ready when the opportunity comes.
That's why you're so successful. President, thank you. Appreciate it. Stay safe, and hopefully we can chat soon. Good luck.
Hey, man, appreciate you.
You betcha. Don Unamba of the Ottawa Red Blacks joining us, and coach in the Fan-Controlled Football League.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of the Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.